If you want to change your garage floor from something like this to something like this, I'm going to show you the inexpensive method I use to prepare your floor for any type of paint or epoxy. First things first, we got to clean off the whole area of any dirt or debris to see what we're really working with here. So after getting rid of all the dirt and debris, we can see some pretty big cracks that spiderweb along the whole floor. We got some excess blue paint, we got some high spots, some divots. So there's a lot of stuff to deal with on this floor. You know, it's an old floor, it's about 50 years old, the slab. We're gonna try to give it our best makeover that we can by saving some money here and doing it ourselves. As you can see, there's more cracking from left to right here. And as we take a closer look at this leftover paint, there's actually 3 different colors. So 3 layers of paint that we're gonna have to deal with. I'm using the level here to demonstrate the high spots that these cracks create. And to tackle this issue, I'm going to use this flat grinding wheel here. You can get them on Amazon for about 20 bucks, link in the description. Yes, it's only 4 inches. I only have a 4-inch grinder. Yes, you can get bigger grinding wheels, which might make it easier, but then you have to go out and get a bigger power tool, which is more expensive. And yes, you can go out and rent the giant tool that grinds your floor. We'll talk about this more later. As you can see, grinding down the floor does create a lot of dust, so make sure you're wearing proper protective equipment, especially a mask. I'm doing my best to get the dust to curve into the vacuum. It's kind of difficult. You can also wet the floor, but it'll leave a little bit of a slop behind, which can be a pain to clean up. And making progress, getting those high spots flattened. When people say grinding concrete is a messy job, they are not wrong. Although there is a possibility of using a dust shroud, it does come with an added expense. I'll show you an alternative that I used later on in the video. So now that all the high spots are gone and everything levels towards the drain like a garage should, so now it's time to deal with all this caked on paint. A lot in the front, a lot in the back. We're going to try using this eco-friendly paint stripper. Never used it before, so I gave it a try. If any of you guys have some highly recommended paint removers, I do flip furniture and sometimes I need to remove old paint and I'm looking for a good paint remover to use. So anything you guys would recommend, please leave it in a comment down below and I'll check it out. While we wait for the paint remover to do its thing, we're going to switch out diamond blades now. We're going to get the one that goes into the cracks here and we're going to grind the cracks away to clear out all the debris and open up a bigger space to apply a concrete repair mortar. After leaving the paint remover sit for a bit, we can only get through the first layer of paint from the dark blue to the light blue. But there is a red underneath the light blue. You can see it in this corner over here. I tried multiple attempts with this paint remover and others to no avail, so I've decided just to grind them off and look at the dust this started making. It was at this very moment that I said, crap, I maybe should have rented that tool. Yeah, it has a vacuum attached. Yeah, it might arguably give me a better finish because it has a bigger blade and therefore more even. But I was adamant on saving money doing this job, so I created this thing. Boom, here it is. I made a small video of how I created this on my channel. You can check it out. I'll post it right here. So basically, I made my homemade dust shroud instead of buying one. I wish I had this thing from the beginning. Look at the difference in visibility. I can see what I'm doing. It works great, and it's a fraction of the price. So here's the part where you use all your elbow grease and then you grind down the whole floor. And while I'm busy doing that, I'm going to talk to you on why I chose not to acid etch. Acid etching is another way to prep concrete for epoxy by pouring a corrosive on the concrete. There's 2 reasons mainly why I chose not to use acid etching. One of them is it has a limited effectiveness because acid etching may not be as effective at removing certain types of contaminants or imperfections from the concrete. Like oil or grease stains. So grinding or even shot blasting, which is another option I prefer to use. Another reason why I chose not to acid etch is because it could also damage the concrete if you leave it on for too long or you didn't apply it correctly. The dust cover stops us from getting too close to the wall, so let's take it off and get back to being dusty. Look at that floor. Can you not see a difference already? So now the next step is to work on the cracks that we've grinded out to prepare for our mortar. We're going to wash the cracks up, wash the floor up, give it a nice little clean since we're done for today. And we're going to set up a nice little heater and fan to help circulate the air around and dry this bad boy up overnight. So the next day we're going to mix up our bag of Sika repair mortar, dampen the cracks, and we're going to fill the cracks up with the mortar like so. And I like to use a lightly damp sponge to help lock everything in. And now you really get to see the extent of the cracking. And now to tackle the other side. If you guys are liking the content so far, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video from me and we can get our hands dirty together and build some cool things. So I let this dry for 48 hours and now I came to check in on it. Looks pretty good. So you know what time it is. We're gonna have to get out our grinder and attack this thing. And once you've grinded down all the repaired cracks, give it a nice rinse off and another vacuum, and now you're ready to apply your paint or epoxy of choice. Thank you all for watching, and if you want to see how I decided to finish my floor, check out the next video here.